The Tekken patch has been released. Tekken patch 2.0. This patch was really hard to parse as a non-Tekken player. And I'll tell you why. Because this patch came out, like all the notes, and all the Tekken players were like, oh my god, it's so over, bros. This patch sucks so bad. And all I could think was, well, they always say that. They're always crying wolf. They're constantly dooming. So it was really hard to tell if the Tekken fans were mad in parentheses real or mad in parentheses normal. But I see more and more and more and more people complaining about it, and then I started looking at the notes myself, and then I saw this post. After playing season 2, I gotta say we were so ungrateful to season 1, says Arslan Ash. This is what's going on here. All right. For those of you wondering like what's going on in the patch, the power level of the game has just gone out the window. Every character has wild new ways to like hit the wall earlier, new combo filler, new screws. Lots of characters' damage is like way higher, and I see lots of like 100 damage or like 95 damage B&Bs for tons of characters. Like lots of the cast just has like wild stuff. Dragunov's shoulder, full combo, heat dash, punish. Like I can only imagine what it's like playing against that character now when he's in heat and he blocks a low or something. Tons of stance options, tons of offensive options. They just like went ham for like so many of the characters. There are some buffs to defense, right? Like being able to sidestep from crouch is a defensive buff that's like probably pretty important, and they nerf throws a bit as well. But like the overall power levels of the characters are wild. There are bugs and stuff too. Yeah, Paul has a move you can't block after. He like unblockables you. It's pretty wild. Yeah, there's some other buffs, movement and like defensive options in there. They nerfed some of the Oki setups, and like even like situations where you'd wake up backwards like away from people and you could like tech trap them. I saw somebody like doing like a setup and then trying to electric someone as Reina. They're facing the opposite direction and they just 180 blocked it. I was like, whoa. But like I think most people's consensus is basically that the power level of all the characters are like ham. I'm very surprised this is the direction they took the game throughout the lifespan of this game through all the patches so far. I think everybody's perception has been like that the cast is too wild. The offense is so crazy. You just died all kinds of stuff in this game, yada, yada, yada. That's the perspective from a lot of people. It's not what I expected, you know? Especially because they were like, we're going to be defensive now, guys. Don't worry. And I'm surprised that some of the characters that were really, really powerful don't seem like they got a lot of nerfs, question mark. I guess maybe other characters' power just could have eclipsed them, but everybody's complaining about Brian. He got buffed. I saw Dragunov's buffs. I was like, I saw the new Jin combos. I was like, I mean, I know he got his down 2 nerfs, but Tekken fans are not happy at all, for those of you wondering. Like, everybody's pissed. I have to say, I think Tekken fans are the most upset fan base. I think they complain the most. I think Stride players complain, and I think Street Fighter players complain. I think like all kinds of people complain, but I think Tekken fans, they're generational yappers. But it seems like a chuckle fuck patch, and every character's running around trying to kill each other. I wonder if this version of the game is like really fun, not in like a health of the game way, but I wonder if this shit is like you just boot up and play and it's like a circus. You just go around sending it with your really funny, powerful stuff, and you're just like, oh my god. You know what I mean? I wonder if it's fun in that kind of a way. Yeah, like the last DVMC patch. Yeah. It might be a blasty blast. Like you just pull up, your character's like, oh yeah, -12. Well, guess what? I can full combo punish you for like 110 damage now in heat. Well. Like, you know, it's just like your opponent blinks and you're like, oh. It might feel that way. On the topic of patches and being upset about patches, I'm pretty mad that we don't have a Street Fighter patch, guys, and I'm pretty mad that we have no info about Street Fighter. Last year, before Capcom Cup, they made an announcement saying, hey guys, we're gonna have no announcement of a character at Capcom Cup. This year, they made no announcement about character or otherwise. Then there was no announcement at Capcom Cup, and they haven't said anything. Like, the content plan is like similar to what it was last year. Okay, but like, where is any communication at all from Capcom about like what the plan is? Last year, this exact time, we got Akuma in May. The Capcom Pro Tour didn't start until August. So there was time from Akuma to Bison, the next DLC character, to Evo. This patch, we are starting CPT in a month. There's no patch and no release date for Elena, and no announcement for season 3. Is there going to be a patch before CPT starts? Is there going to be a patch after CPT? Ideally, the way you want your tour to be structured, and like this is what Tekken's doing right now with their patch, right? The tour ends, like CPT ends, And then after it ends, there's like the big start of the next season update. Here's all of our changes. Afterwards, you have time to like play on it before the new season. Where are we at here? There's just like no information about like what their plan is. Imagine being a player playing in the CPT or SFL right now. Should I learn Mai? Like, is Mai going to be really good for a while and like popular? Like, I should probably learn her, right? But like, what if there's a patch in 2 weeks before CPT starts that nerfs Mai? And it's fine if the stuff's not done and they're chilling. But why don't they just like say, yo, what up? Everybody's just kind of in the dark about what's happening completely. Street Fighter 6 post-release has been like so weird. Like the game is really cool. I think the characters are sick, but the cadence of like information is just so weird. Dude, when they didn't say at the end of Capcom Cup that there's gonna be 1 million for next year's CPT, everybody was like, oh, they must be downscaling the prize pool. Then they announced there's 2 million for CPT prizing. And everybody was like, what? Where? Like, huh? And then like they haven't explained anything about that. It was just like on their website, right? So like nobody know, like I assume they're just spread out amongst like the offline events this year or like other places more. But like, yeah, I was like so confused. Capcom Pro Tour prize pool with over 2 million, but like they didn't say this anywhere. I'm not asking for a lot because like I like the games and I'm not yapping, you know, I'm chilling. Just let me know what's going on.